Hi, I'm Ambar, and this is Ambar in real life. This podcast is my space to share the journey of becoming. Through honest reflections, personal stories, and conversations with people in my life who have shaped who I am. From health and self worth to love, career, and everything in between, I'm here to speak what's true and sometimes comment on some of my posts that I've written on my blog, Ambar Virtual. If you are on your own path of growth and craving real connection, welcome. You're not alone. Hi, and welcome back to Ambar in Real Life, a space where I peel back the layers and speak the truth of what it really feels like to grow, to evolve, to fall apart and come back together again, sometimes in ways that don't even resemble what I thought healing or progress will look like while navigating adulthood. Today's reflection is about something that I've been sitting with for a while, and that's coherence. How it quietly but powerfully connects our intentions with our outcomes, and how it is the bridge between who we are today and who we say we want to become. I'll start by sharing a little bit of my journey. Not long ago, I found myself very frustrated and honestly a little ashamed because no matter how many journaling prompts I filled out, how many self help podcasts I binged, how many personal development books I read, or how many plans I made, nothing in my life felt like it was moving forward. I was doing a lot, but I wasn't changing. So one morning, after one of those restless nights where your thoughts won't stop looping, I was laying awake in bed and asked myself something I hadn't in a long time. Am I living in alignment with the life I say I want? And the honest answer, it was no, not really. I was holding onto priorities that didn't match my deeper values anymore. I was performing clarity while internally I was spinning in a fog. And I was repeating these patterns that were safe and familiar, even though they were keeping me small. That day, I realized something fundamental that we are prone to forget if we don't pay attention to our inner cues. And that is that coherence is not about being perfect, it's about being in sync. It's when our values, our choices, and our actions stop competing with each other. It's when your yes means yes and your no comes from integrity and not fear. It's when your calendar reflects your dreams and not just your obligations. Coherence is the moment your life starts making sense, not because everything is figured out, but because you're finally being honest with yourself. So many of us try to change without shifting the foundation. We set new goals every single year, but we don't follow up on them because we forget to update our inner compass to check if these goals are aligned with our values. We crave transformation, but we stay anchored in relationships, in routines, and environments that reflect an old version of us. We expect miracles from the same mindset that created the mess in the first place. But growth doesn't happen through repetition, it happens through revision, through checking in, through asking, what do I really want now? What matters most to me today? Not last year, not 5 years ago, but right now, in this moment. When we don't take the time to make that pause, when we don't have the time to do that reassessment, we live on autopilot. And no amount of hustle and tasks complete and projects made can make up for misaligned direction. Remember this, a staircase is only useful if it takes you to your desired destination. So, what I've learned is that we all need a life compass, something to guide us when the road is scary and unfamiliar. Your compass is made out of your purpose, it's made out of your values, and it's made out of your why. And like any good compass, it needs recalibrating when you have been spinning in circles. So here's the thing that I want you to really think about. You won't find coherence by staying in your comfort zone. You find it when you leave, when you take the scary job, when you start the hard conversation, when you show up as your whole messy becoming self, even when you are not sure how it will be received by others. So it's important to notice, to recognize, and accept that we don't discover alignment just by thinking, we discover it by doing, by experimenting, by stretching our mindsets, by giving ourselves permission to be new. And isn't that the whole point of this messy, beautiful journey, anyways? To live fully, not perfectly. And because growth doesn't just happen when we listen, I know it. It happens when we pause, when we reflect, and when we choose something new. I want to leave you today with a few questions to sit with this week. You can journal this in a notebook, you can voice note them to yourself, or even use them as prompts in a conversation with someone who really gets you, someone you feel very comfortable talking about this. You can take your time, be honest, and let it be messy. We're not striving for perfection here. There are no right or wrong answers. So, here are the reflection questions that I have for you. You can also find them in the show notes. Number one, where in my life do I feel most in alignment right now? What am I doing that feels like a clear yes from my soul? Question number two, where do I feel the most disconnection or resistance? Is there an area of my life where my actions don't reflect my true priorities? Question three, have my values changed? Are there goals or routines I'm still chasing that no longer fit the person I'm becoming? Question four, what does coherence look like in this season of my life? How will it feel to live more in sync with myself? And number five, what's one small shift I can make this week to honor that alignment? It can be a conversation, a boundary, a choice, or even just a moment of stillness. So let this be your gentle reminder. You don't need to overhaul your entire life overnight. You just need to start telling yourself the truth and be willing to live from it. One choice at a time, one decision at a time. Because coherence doesn't shout, it whispers. It asks you to listen. And when you do really listen to it, magic happens. Coherence leads you back home to yourself. So, with that, thank you for being here with me, for slowing down, for being curious, for choosing growth even when it's uncomfortable. And if this episode stirs something in you, if it reminds you of someone you care about, send it their way. Sometimes the right words at the right moment can be a lifeline. You can also post it to your story. You never know who might need to hear this today. However you choose to share, I'm grateful. And until next time, please take care of your mind, please take care of your body, please take care of your heart. Bye.